Okay, here we go. Week 3. Um, I have to confess, it was kind of hard to come up with something to talk about this week, but I will not be deterred. I got a commitment, 52-week challenge to come on every Tuesday and talk about things that are on the mind of this freshman senior. Oh, so much going on in the world. So much going on in the world. Higher 2026 goals coming along. It's been 3 weeks. I started a fast last week and decided that I would give up sweets, alcohol. I don't really drink that much, so that one's easy. So I added one that I do, one thing that's really hard for me, and that's giving up shopping and then giving up meat, eating meat for 21 days. So February 2nd. I think the shopping is not so hard. Well, I actually have to stop scrolling on shopping websites. Because I do love to buy. I mean, them ads get me every time. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing well. And I am fasting for peace, for this country, for my own state of mind, for life in general. Because there's so much going on. But like I said, it was tough for me to get going on this week's topic, but I will not be deterred. Satan, I will not. So I wrote down some things. First of all, if you go back and look through my channel, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Not consistently. That's why this year I am determined that I'm going to do it every week. Shout out to Stephanie Perry, who got me started on this journey, how to start a YouTube channel. And when I used to follow Stephanie, she used to always talk about, she couldn't wait to be over 50. She was in her 40s when she started her channel. She might have been younger than that because she's been doing it for a while. Anyway, and I thought, well, she kept talking about it. I was like, well, let me be one of the ones that's in that age bracket who will start a channel. And she's been super supportive. I've gotten to meet her a couple of times live and in person. One time she had a meetup in Palm Springs, California, and I was living in Vegas, and I went over. She had been staying in Joshua Tree because Stephanie Perry was a house sitter, but she's gone from being a house sitter to on to other things. Her and Rashida Dow have the Exodus Summit, etc. Again, go back and look through my other videos, and you'll see me talking about Stephanie and Rashida's work. So, as I said, why do this at this stage of my life? Because it wasn't available for women who looked like me. People in general. 15 years ago? This wasn't an option. I like new stuff. My mother used to always ask, why you always have to try the new and improved? Captain Crunch came out with Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. I was like, I'll try that. The different flavors of whatever. I'll try it. Some not so great. Some have stuck around. I still do love them Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. That's probably what popped in my mind first. But no sweets, no sugar. Can't eat that sugar sweet cereal anymore. It also prevents loneliness. Sometimes when you're by yourself and just want to talk about some things. And that makes me think about the India.Arie song Private Party. And this is, I tried to call my mother. She said, call me back a little later. My boyfriend wasn't there. My sister wasn't there. And so she was having a private party. And this is kind of my private party. I'm talking to whoever. Could be one person, it could be no people. But I'm talking to myself. I'm talking into my computer and sharing ideas that come into my mind as someone that has reached over 50. I'm 63. I'm hesitant. It's funny. So, one of the things about saying my age has to do with the fact that some days I wake up and I go, I might go look for a job. And age discrimination is real. And I worry about people discriminating against me because of my age. Facts. True, true facts. But I'm being bold and I'm being free and I'm being revolutionary and I'm saying who I am and what I am. It gives me something to look forward to. Every Tuesday, put some pressure on me, right? When I was at work, I would have work deadlines and that kind of stuff. I don't have that anymore. So I'm putting a deadline on myself and giving myself something positive to look forward to. And it's fun. That's another reason I'm doing it. Because I enjoy doing new things and learning new things. I love learning new technology, so I'm going to probably do a video once I get the hang of this AI once I get the hang of at least one thing. Like, I don't have to know it all or whatever. I just want to share along. There may be someone that's interested in learning more about setting up a YouTube channel or whatever. If that's you, hit me up in the comments. And again, sharing my musings. So another thing that is on my mind this week has to do with winter. I've not lived on the East Coast since 2019. So here I am in 2026 dealing with the first winter that I've experienced for a minute. And I'm doing better. I'm doing okay. You know, if you follow me on TikTok or whatever, my other social media places, you know that I swim. I swim at the YMCA, and that's really cool because that gives me something. The Y is not that far from my house, so easy access. I can get over there in 10 minutes and be in an 80-degree pool. So that has helped me tremendously. It helps me because my swimming journey is fairly new. I started like last August, July, August, and another commitment that I made to myself was that I would keep that up. So just like this channel, my swimming, I made a commitment to myself. I am honoring myself. See my shirt? Self-care, what does it say? Self-care is a revolutionary act. That's from Girl Trek. I was walking a lot with Girl Trek, but I knew the winter here on the East Coast was gonna be brutal, and I can't. One of the things that really makes me mad about winter, I don't like the cold weather touching me. So being out walking the way I was doing was not going to work for me. All right. What else is going on in the world? My kids are diehard Eagles fans, thus making their mama an Eagles fan. And them Birds lost. They're not going to the Super Bowl this year. Get them next time, y'all. You know about them Indiana Hoosiers that won the college championship? Someone at my pool, woman said that her husband likes college sports better than professional sports. So if that's you, shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers who just won their very first ever football championship, National College Football Championship. That I love. I love an underdog. I love someone that has never done it before to get out there and be able to get it. And they have an undefeated season, 13-0. They played against Miami. Snowstorms coming. They told us that yesterday. I was like, Is it really going to happen? Meteorologist, do you know what you're talking about? I'll report next week. And then, as I said, learning a new skill. My new skill that I'm going to work on has to do with AI and artificial intelligence and chat GPT and those kinds of things. I have been working as a consultant for a supporting a company with diversity, equity, and belonging and inclusion, and I will continue to do that. And I want to see what AI can do to help with that company. iChange Collaborative. Let's go, iChange. And that's what I've been up to this week. Those are the musings. As I said, yesterday we celebrated Dr. King's birthday, and I talked about on my TikTok being fortunate enough to live in a world where Dr. King was alive. I was alive when Dr. King was still living. And then I was there alive on this planet, on the same planet, when he was assassinated. It's just as I was talking about, I just said that, and that made me think about, I also got to go to South Africa while Nelson Mandela was still alive. And yeah, so I was alive. I can say I was alive when Nelson Mandela was still alive. I got to go to his country while he was still alive. Almost got to meet him. Very close to getting to meet him. I always say I have dope friends. But that didn't happen. And it almost got to meet his widow. Maybe that's more accurate. Gracie Michelle. My girl was Winnie. Winnie Mandela. She was a fighter, right? Yeah. So as we continue to make our way through 2026, my session next week will be about a book that I fell in love with, that I just read recently. And I can't wait for my end of the month. Every month I'll do a book review, my opinion. So I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll like, share, and follow me, because I love your encouragement as I try to come up with 52 different topics, 52 different reasons to go live or to record myself talking about the musings of a freshman, senior. You know, I say that because I'm new to this senior citizen game, you know, and I don't know how to do it, but I'm learning how to do it. I got my AARP magazine today. Get them they come every month? Every other month, I think. What is this one? The War on Diabetes, AARP. Yep, that's where I am in my life. I hope you're doing well. Stay positive out here. Don't let the chaos get you down. Please stay safe, because there's a lot of negativity going around. All right, until next time, it's LaRonda coming at you with the Tuesdays with the freshman senior, week number 3.